Hey, what's good, y'all? We got our first interview with Diana. She's going to help me get to the bottom and unpack the issues around deadbeat dads, single moms, and more. So tune in with us. See y'all soon. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Diana, or are you going to be called Chrissy?
You can just call me Chrissy.
Okay, cool. So what's up, y'all? Everybody who's watching, appreciate y'all pulling up today. This is the first interview for the channel. And we're going to be talking about deadbeat dads, single moms, men manipulating women, men refusing to rise to a woman's level, and men saying women should lower their standards and things of that nature. So before we get started, you want to introduce yourself, Chrissy?
I'm Chrissy. I am here in Louisiana. I um, I first got on this subject. I just moved to New Orleans, but I first got on this subject a few months ago because you was on this for a while. Back when I was living in California, and just being in two different places, on the East Coast or in the South, people view things different. It's like, like more so in California, the women are like they're they'll take care of their man. They taking care of niggas in California. They taking care of niggas in California then versus, coming toward, the South, women is
Okay, then.
yeah, it's like dang, I don't know no women around who get no nigga nothing. So it's like different it's it's different views for different sides of the world, I guess.
Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and hop right into the questions, and then we'll take a deep dive around them. Um, let's get to the first question. A lot of these questions are common questions or common topics that a lot of people are talking about on social media, YouTube, whatever. And I just want to know your thoughts on it. So let's get to the first one. Why do men feel like modern women are 304s? And when I say modern women, I mean like women who are, after are prioritizing their careers and trying to get after the bag and, you know, be independent and stable on their own. Why do men feel like those women are or 304s? And another thing is, men may think these women are they tend to date, in a way where serial dating. You get what I'm saying? They have
Mhm.
multiple partners that they're entertaining, and men typically don't like that. What why do you think men feel that way?
um I think men feel that way because, well, naturally most men are, territorial, and I've seen in some instances men feel like, if you got so many kids or so many baby daddies, you ain't no good. I got four baby daddies. So, like I've got that vibe from men, and it's just like, I mean, I don't know why they feel like that, but it is what it is. Now, what was the other question that you asked? Why does men feel like women are 304s? The modern women, the
Yeah,
ones the ones getting their own bags and stuff.
yeah.
Well, I think, in my own opinion, from what I've experienced, because I watched my father fuck over my mama bad, bad, and he a preacher.
Hold
You,
on, wait. He's a pastor?
he's a pastor, and I watched this. Like, so my story is, I done seen it. I know niggas ain't shit. So I'm not gonna, I just don't see myself spending no 25, 35 years with one nigga like grandmama and them used to do it. I don't. I don't, it might be trauma. It might be common sense. Who knows? I know it ain't in it for me. Now, dating long term, I can do that. But ain't no way I'm about to just let go and just be with one nigga, just be loyal to one nigga like my mama did and got left with 5 kids. No.
So you ain't doing it.
No. Not even finna try.
So, well, what's good? What's going on, Shaq? What's going on, Logic? So, that's very interesting. So you saw the things that were happening, and you
Yeah,
just don't want to.
and my mama would and listen, my mama was a good wife. Like she didn't cheat, she didn't none of that. I mean, you know. So I'm not even finna play them games like I'm gonna be with a nigga for 25 years and just fuck on this one nigga and just deal with this one nigga and just and this nigga preference could change the day or tomorrow, and just say fuck me. Mm-mm. It ain't gonna happen.
So you don't think that your mother played any part? She was a good woman, right? She was a good mother, good woman.
First lady.
Uh, was she working or was she a stay at home?
No, she
Like,
wasn't working. She was staying home. I mean,
hmm.
just and I watched this happen for years. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched this happen. You know what I'm saying? And then I watched the manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to make it about my family or nothing like that, but I used to tell mama. I used to tell her, ask her. I used to tell her, said, Mom, look, you just need to take whatever money you can take and save up, and let's just go. I used to tell her. But you got some of the ones who just don't wanna. I don't wanna be that one. I don't wanna be that bitch who just don't wanna leave. Who just wanna make it work. Cause niggas just y'all don't know what y'all want. It's like a woman can want the happy ever after. But y'all don't know what y'all want. And then we take the chance and you know what I'm saying, just giving it all in, just all you just put it, we take that chance and then y'all just walk all over us.
Mm, damn. So what's the solution for that for a woman? Should she try to be traditional or should she keep her options open?
Keep your options open because I mean the traditional shit went out the everything changing. You have to understand traditions change because shit don't just stay the same for eons and eons. Like relationships is just changing. Shit just changing. It ain't gonna be the way it used to be in grandmama in them days. No more ever. And we just got to live with that.
And we just got to move with it, huh?
I mean, that's what I think.
Well,
Because I swear to God, I don't see in my lifetime, I don't see myself getting to be 50 years old and meeting a couple that's been together for 25 years.
mm, that's accomplishment, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Not
All right,
unless you
well,
got some
shoot.
kind of arrangement going on, like you can see, because people just craving more than one person. You know what I'm saying? So the relationships where people got, open options and different things like that, those are working. Those are working. Those are working better than the traditional shit. Did
So,
you see the
so
stats?
you don't believe that no traditional relationships could work in this day and age?
I think it's fading out.
You think it's
I think
phasing
it's
out?
fading out. Yeah,
What
yeah.
about what about the people that's already ongoing? What about the people that's in traditional relationships and it's actually working? You think that's going to phase out soon, or the ones
I
who's
mean,
already
I
filled
think the
in?
odds. I think the odds are high. I think the odds are high because I mean, come on. I mean, look at where we at. Like we living in Sodom and Gomorrah days. So it's like, you know, people just gonna have to. I just set up their little You know, I mean, I don't know. It's like we live in Sodom and Gomorrah days. The temptation is way more than what it used to be. People, you know what I'm saying, either got the same strength the old folks had mentally, the men, the women, you know, it's for well, women weren't really cheating like that back then. Women was being faithful and loyal, you know, because it wasn't ladylike to have so many niggas. You know, they looked at you a certain kind of way, you know, if you was, you know, and all that old type of crazy shit. Man,
So,
look.
so what are you saying to the women that actually want love and seeking for love? You know, they should just give up hope, or should they just keep trying?
Yeah, they should keep trying. I mean, I would never give up. I mean, something that you really, really want. But I would, you know, face the music and understand that. I mean, I don't know, like, cause you know, it's like if you can't trust no, like, say you know, looking for a God-fearing man. Like I told myself, I never date a pastor and take him serious. I never date a pastor and take him serious. Now, I got a baby
Wait,
daddy
wait,
who
wait,
is a
wait. The
pastor.
pastor, the is it because I heard a lot of women say that they want the man to submit to God
Yeah,
and
it's all
they'll
right to
submit
submit
to
to God.
him.
Oh Lord, no. See, I
That ain't what
mean,
it is.
it's okay if that's what they want, but I'm just saying it ain't. I'm just messed up. I guess I'm just messed up in the mind. I never fuck with a pastor and take him serious. Never, 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 never,
So
never.
let me get this straight. If you had to choose against a regular Joe and a pastor, both bring the same qualities, you're saying you'll choose a regular Joe?
The regular Joe, all day long. Why would I want a
Hmm.
pastor?
Wow.
Yeah, who wants a pastor? Well, you know what? Everybody do, obviously. Just let me. I like if you got sense. If you got sense, you'll run far, far, far away. Like I just wouldn't deal with a pastor and take him serious. No. Like so the Megan Good thing, I already knew him say something. I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. I knew it years ago. I knew it. I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. It just, you know, mm-mm, mm-mm. If you
Well, let's
got sense, you'll run far away.
well, let's get to the next question. That was a good conversation about that.
Yeah.
So the next question is, why would a what would make a man say that single moms are the worst? Because there's this issue going around, and I've made a couple videos, a couple contents on it. But you know, I was just trying to reveal facts and stuff, and I was leaning on facts and stuff, and sometimes it was a little humor too. But for the most part, people think that single moms are like destroying the communities and stuff. And it seemed like the focus is just on the single moms, like she became a single mom on her own without any man having, you know, involvement, which kind of seemed unfair. So what would you say? What makes a man say that?
I think, you know, a man would say that because single moms has been like the authority figure, you know, like, and it's like I guess most women either don't know how to submit, you know, when they're in a relationship with a guy who is not the kid's fathers. They either don't know how to submit or they don't submit enough, you know, or because it's like this power trip, I guess. I don't know. It's like, you're so used to doing it on your own, you know how to do it on your own, and you've been on your own so long, it's like, I guess someone feel like why I need to listen to a man when I can get, I don't know. I guess women feel like they don't need men as much. Being as though, they making their own money and stuff, and I don't blame them because a nigga will starve you. Like I done seen it. I done seen it. Like I'm one of them ones I believe women need to get your own bag. And then when you do get married, keep your own money. I mean, That's just because what I done seen. That's just me.
So get your own bag. When you get married, keep your own money. Don't marry a pastor.
Okay. And when I say keep your own money, I'm not saying don't have some kind of joint bank account, but have something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, just in case a nigga preference change. You don't have no control of that. I don't have no control of you changing what the fuck you want and just deciding fuck them vows. I really don't have no control of that. I have to put my faith in that. But for just in case you decide to go left, I need to have something on the right. That's that's the only reason I say that. You
So
know,
you need
I'm
to have a plan to exit and be able to have something to strive on in case the ship go down, right?
either that or something for the kids. It could be something for the kids. You know, one of the kids might, need a cast or something. Anything. Have something.
Okay then. Tell what do you think about the women that's having kids and not, requiring anything more? And when I say more, things that could create stability for the kids or
Oh, you
create a
talking about just
future.
being reckless?
Yeah, because some
I'm gonna
women
tell you
don't feel
why.
like they don't feel like they gotta, I guess do it the traditional way.
I'm
You
gonna
got
tell
women
you
out here.
why. I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you why.
okay.
I believe it's because people shunned abortions and stuff so much. Like, I really, really, really believe that if people looked at abortions a different kind of way, because sometimes women are, sometimes they only be women, they just be girls and just really screwing their life and don't even know it. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like early abortions, like when young girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope it ain't because people feel like, oh, folks gonna look at me a certain kind of way if I had this kid. That's what I think it is. I do. I believe a lot of girls get caught up in that little, you know, Brenda got a baby type of, you know what I'm saying? I really, really do. They just feel like, oh, because this happened, I gotta, just like when that girl said I spent that 500 before I ever trapped you. See, I didn't have that mindset when I was, young and everything. I love my children. I would never send them back or anything like that. But I had a mindset of like, you know, whatever happens, happens. And I shouldn't have had that mindset. Like, I should have had better education on, you know what I'm saying? Because my folks ain't talked to us about that. They just said, don't do it. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
so they just said don't do it, but they didn't give you context behind why you shouldn't do it.
I mean, we knew, what I'm saying, pregnancy was gonna, happen or whatever like that, but they never told us about. My mom never took us to, what I'm saying, the gynecologist to see no gynecologist, no birth control, no, what I'm saying, like nothing. I didn't get into that type of stuff until after I had kids. And this is the truth. Like, what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just because, girls are just out here being reckless. People don't talk to you. Some people just really is, came up a certain kind of way and maybe, they think a certain kind of way or whatever, or they just don't have the education on, what I'm saying, what's really out here to prevent things. Because neither one of us, neither my sister or myself had been to the gynecologist or anything before we had ever got pregnant. Like, my mama was just like, don't do it. The Bible said don't do it until you get married. Woo, woo. And we was kind of sheltered, like.
Well, let me ask you this: Do you think if your father never cheated and perhaps kept the marriage or the relationship together, that those things wouldn't happen as far as having kids and stuff?
No, I think that if I was taught correctly, I wouldn't have had my kids so early. I was 18 when I got pregnant.
Was your father in the house then?
No, he had done left us already.
Well, how old was you when he left?
Um, well, he used to, you know what I'm saying? It's like I always stay gone, you know what I'm saying, a lot. But like when he just officially left, I was about 15.
Mm.
I was about 15, 14 or 15, yeah. When he brought us to, like, he actually, like, brought us to Louisiana. And, because, like, we used to move around a lot, but he used to move, with us and just stay gone. But when he brought us to Louisiana, he ain't moving.
So you was
So,
15, and then once he officially left, that's when the girls started letting the boys sneak in the bedroom window.
I was 16 when that happened. that actually...
So you had to give it a year because he might come back in 365 days.
You know
He
what?
might
Yeah,
come
I was
back.
about 16 when that happened. That actually happened. But I didn't get caught. My sister ended up getting caught and then ratted me out. That's what.
Wow.
Like, no, he
Take
got caught in
everybody
there.
out,
The
huh?
dude got caught in there. But my dude was, gone by the time, he got. But anyway, yeah, that
They
actually
both
happened
know
right
each other.
now.
They both came at the same time.
Yeah, they both
They
came
was like,
at the
hey, look,
same.
man, they both came to the window. Hey, I got her, you got her.
No,
They
we
ain't
let
never.
him to the back door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they
Yeah,
ain't
we
never
let him to the
switch
back.
up, did they?
No, what you
Oh,
mean?
okay. I'm just making sure. You never know.
No,
Like you
no,
said it, the traditional way is
no.
gone.
No. That was that right there. That was like, actually my first love and all that old type of stuff, You know what I'm saying? Nigga was, what I'm saying, gone forever. Like nigga was, shit.
Yeah.
You know?
All right,
So
let's get to the next question. We doing good. So the next question is what makes okay. Oh, this is one of them that what would a man say? Why would a man say women lack accountability?
well, I I think this goes back to, you know, the way people was brought up. Like, if if you're not brought up or if your trauma, because childhood trauma is a motherfucker. Like sometimes people have to be taught that. Everybody don't know how to, take accountability. And sometimes women are like that because we either spoil or just, we just ain't just really been taught it. It's taught to men, I think, more so than women, as little girls and little boys. I think boys are pushed as, adolescents to take accountability more so than women are, especially
Why
black
would you
boys.
think that? What makes you
Because
think that?
because I got three of them, and
Three
just
brothers?
looking, yeah, I got three boys, and
Oh,
just
three boys.
yeah, I got three boys, and just I had to, catch myself a few times, like I find myself always teaching my daughter that just because you cute, it don't make you special. You still gotta, you know, hold yourself to a certain kind of accountability, because some people just ain't taught it. Some
Mm.
women just, and some men not either. Some men are not either, but most men, especially black men, they're made to take accountability, from young.
So I understand that they're not taught it as a young girls, but is there a way they can learn, as they get older?
Mental health,
Mental
talking
health?
to somebody. Yeah, talk. Because sometimes it take for the right person to make you be able to see, what the issue is, like, and I don't think it's nothing wrong with talking to somebody. I'm gonna start talking to somebody, and sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it takes for a professional or somebody to, what I'm saying, really tap in and make you see, what I'm saying, what the issue might be, what the underlying issue is. Because a lot of times it's trauma. Because I know I'm traumatized like a motherfucker. I'm fucked up. I know I'm fucked up, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
You trying? You say you trying? Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. Well, let's keep it rolling. The next question is, what makes men think that modern women are trash?
well, because modern women, some of us, like I think a good percentage of us was raised without our fathers, and that's just what we was brought up on. You know, that's why a lot of men is going out of the country finding them women they can, just really mold and make it like how they want to.
So
Because
why are the women that's outside of the country more receptive or more,
because they
would you
ain't
say,
been through what the
molding?
hell we done been through. They ain't traumatized like us. Black women is fucking traumatized. We traumatized, and then y'all want to talk about us and do us dirty and oh she did it. Like shit, you know what I'm saying? Like as a whole, I think black women is just fucking traumatized, and that's just how we got to look at it because we never healed from we ain't never even healed from what the white man did to us. So we still kind of traumatized. I think some of
Damn.
us is traumatized. Seeing and being in different environments. Those women over there, they ain't traumatized to the shit that we traumatized to. They have no idea. And so these men who, the good ones, who, want a good wife and all that type of good stuff, they go over there because they ain't got to deal with the trauma.
So you don't think some of these countries that these guys, the passport bros go to, some of them are third world country. You don't think those women been traumatized as well?
Yeah, but not in the relationship sense as like us. Like, that a lot of them, is probably ain't even never had sex. That's what they be going to go get. They be, what I'm saying? I'm talking about like relationship wise, as far as like just really being just putting your all into somebody or seeing somebody, witnessing somebody put they all into somebody, and then a nigga preference change. That's just how I'm gonna say it. And it really boils down to the niggas fucking it up, y'all. And I ain't gonna say y'all fucked it up on your own. I'm gonna say the white people did it too because they took y'all out the household. I think that if the black man was never taken out the household and we never had to do it on our own, that we wouldn't have never got this power trip in our head that we don't really need them because they've been seeing us doing it on our own for forever. You know, it's
Damn.
just like a long list of things. Like this is like a setup. The white folks took y'all out of our home. That's when the welfare stuff kicked in. Women can have kids and everything. I bet you if they stop their welfare, it'll be,
If
what I'm
they
saying?
stop the
Like,
welfare, what gonna happen?
I think people will stop having kids the way they're having kids because, these young folks, they know, if I have a kid, I'm gonna have a whole lot of help. I didn't find out about it until after I had, my kids because my mom and them ain't do welfare. I ain't know nothing about welfare until I had my kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
But don't y'all need the welfare?
well, yeah, but if they stopped it and we had to do it completely on our own, and I ain't gonna say they, I'm gonna say we, like, if there was no welfare and I would have had my child and I didn't know nothing about welfare and went through the things that I went through, I probably would have had to give my child to his dad, or we would have had to do it together, or something was gonna happen. You know what I'm
So
saying?
basically,
Like,
you saying if you take away the safety nets for women, then they will be more inclined to giving custody to the father.
no, they'd probably be more inclined to still stay with that man for the child's sake, because that's what the women in back in the day was doing. They were staying with the man for the child's sake. But when
So you saying
welfare
the
kicked
women
in,
the women wasn't staying with the man because they wanted to be with him. They were making
A
sacrifice.
lot of times they was, a lot of times they was. But when women was going through what they was going through with these men, you know what I'm saying? Like, they needed to be able to take care of their child. That man was taking care of everything. So they had to deal with a lot of stuff. So when that man was taken out of the household and the woman was, basically, surviving with the welfare, they just, you know what I'm saying? It just really sent ripples through, our future generations because women knew then.
So let me ask you this. In those days where the woman was kind of forced to stay,
Mhm.
was that a better life overall for the children in that era?
I don't know. It kind of depends on if the woman was being beat up and everything. Like, you know, when children go through that trauma, seeing their mama go through whatever they're going through, they going through it. They going through it in their mind. But if it was a thing where the man wasn't beat on the woman, but the woman knows she was being cheated on and babies being made on her, because my daddy made a lot of babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what else she gonna do? Mama, it was five of us. Like, what else she gonna do? What else she gonna do? She never got on welfare. And when he left, and everything was hard. She didn't know nothing about nothing, and we didn't either. I didn't know until after I had my own child.
So, so besides a woman being physically abused, overall, back in that era when the welfare wasn't running the men out of the house, the children had a better chance at life. Is that safe
Yep,
to say?
yep.
So basically, when the welfare came in and the safety nets for the women came in, women, would you say women abused that, or women were more compelled to, okay, so I don't have to be with this man. I'd rather not be with you. I'd rather
Women,
not be with you than, because I think they had to make a decision. I think they had to make a decision that says,
women knew that they didn't have to deal with a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't gotta, like if they got kids or whatever, and they don't want to be with a nigga, or the nigga, is abusive or whatever the situation might be, they knew that they ain't had to, deal with him because the welfare was gonna make sure you got food stamps and make sure you got all this, what I'm saying, Section 8 and all this type of thing. So they was more inclined not to deal with a nigga, whether he was cheating or not. Maybe it was because, she liked the neighbor. Maybe it's because of that. But whatever the situation was, she ain't had to deal with it.
so now that she don't got to deal with him, she gonna not deal with him even at the cost of the child's future. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's what it
That's what
looked
it
like.
looked like. Yeah.
All
Because we're
right, let's
not
go to the.
wait, but I'm gonna tell you, because we're not they're not educating us and letting us know that this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know it's a trap. It's a
Who
trap.
don't know it's a trap?
Young women out here, the ones that's being
Wait, are you
reckless.
saying that? Are you saying that young women today don't know that them embracing the safety nets and deciding to walk away from their family and
Yeah,
with their
it's a
kid,
trap.
they don't know
It's a
that that's a
trap.
trap?
It's a trap. Like,
Given the information we have and resources we have.
I just feel like people need to, like, young families,
Hmm.
black young families. I think people need to promote black young families to seek counseling more, couples counseling. If you got a baby with this person, and first of all, we need to be educated not to just go out and just be being reckless. It start right there. Like, like we need the education. It's like we just that's all we see us doing. That's all we see us doing. And that's all that's out there in the mainstream. That's all that's, and like I said, I got four baby daddies. Like my story is one thing, but a lot of these girls' stories the same, and that's all they done seen all their life. That's what they seen their mama do. That's what it's been for the last 70 years. Like, like I think that if we cut back this and don't get me wrong, I've been in situations where I needed it. I really needed it. And a lot of people have. Like, I've been in situations where I really needed it. But I think if they made it a little bit more stricter, and like made women have more responsibility, like it's like, okay, well, if you if you're gonna have, what I'm saying, it's like, because in these other places, you taking care of your own family. It's like it's a family. So, it's like you're gonna need that child's father. Like the child is gonna need like that system
So
because
out
it
of
ain't.
so out of all, so you have 4 baby fathers and 4 kids, right?
Hmm.
So out of all the fathers, have any of them wanted or even tried to attempt to get either joint custody or full custody?
No, but I'm not. No, I have two baby daddies that never even met their kids.
Wait, you got 2 that haven't met them?
Yeah.
Did they want kids?
Um, they already had kids, you know, and
Well, I mean, like, did they want any more kids?
well, they didn't, we didn't
Like, were
believe that.
the kids y'all had together, were they playing?
No, they were not.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
And because they wasn't playing, these men may feel like, okay, well, I didn't want the kids anyway, so I'm not gonna be in their life. You think that's what it is?
Well, no. Well, I mean, but nobody believes in abortions, though.
That's
And
true.
not even I. I mean, like this is where the education comes in. At I'm glad I didn't abort any of my children. I love my children, and I feel like my children are here for a reason. Like the path that I have, it's just the path that I have. But the future, for future generations, like people don't teach you about, you know, Planned Parenthood. People don't tell you the importance of, you know, watching out, who you have your kids with. People, what I'm saying? It's just a reckless society. It's just like, shit just reckless. Like I'm not making up any excuses. But shit, I watched my daddy build up all them baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I ain't making no excuses in them, but it's just a lot of it's because of trauma.
Are you close with
And
any of
my
your are you close with your blended family? Like your
when
siblings from the other mother
am
on your
I
dad's side?
no, no, no,
Hmm.
I'm not. All them hoes knew he was married.
Wow.
I mean, he
All
a
right.
hoe too. I mean, big old problems, from messing with juveniles, little hot juveniles, sometimes you got little, because, it was a lot of them cases too. You know what
Were
I'm
they in
saying?
the
Like,
church or no? Were they outside the church?
in and outside the church.
Oh. So pastors are messing with the congregation.
Oh, yes. Oh, big time. Fucking in the room that they count the money in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You
You
know
talking about
what?
the pastor study?
The fucking in the room where they count the money in. Let me tell you something. I wish that girl had Instagram because I add her in on this call. This like I seen this. I seen, the holy of holy places so defiled. It's like I don't believe. I mean, it just ain't for me. Like
You ever been to a church and you ever got taken to the back and prayed for? And maybe he no, don't answer that.
a lot of that be going on. Yeah, they be on their knees praying and all that.
Your pastor ain't never
But
tried to hit on you, have?
the
All
pastor's
right.
perverted.
Well, keep that. We don't want to get nobody, what they call it,
But I'm gonna tell you
disbarred.
what happened though. One of my sons' dads is a pastor, but he wasn't no pastor when we conceived our son, he was not no pastor. Now he a pastor.
Oh,
Never
okay,
met his
okay.
child. Don't look, the biggest devil ever walked though. never met his child, don't want to meet him, don't want to pay child support. It's like, you know, people different. Like, I have my outlook on shit, pastors and stuff like that, because of what I went through. I have my outlook on niggas because you know, what I went through. But you know, it's like, it's not gonna ever be a change until the root of the problem is solved. It is not black women, it's the niggas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Let's get to the rest of the questions. We got 1, 2, 3. Got several more. So, what does it mean when a man say women need men, and do they? I know you
Yes, we
said
do.
something about this earlier.
Yeah, we do. We do. And because we feel like, you know, we got a backup plan as far as, you know, assistance goes, as far as, um, like how the government is set up to, aid women, who ain't got a man. That's just how it's set up. And but at the end of the day, we do need men, but we need our men. We need sensible ones. We don't need no any ones. And I think the clowns outweigh the kings. That's the problem. We got too many clowns out here to even take a chance.
So the men you want, the men that women mostly desire, there's not enough of them.
It ain't enough of them.
Where
Too
are
many
they?
clowns.
Where are these men? Like, why is it not enough?
I don't think they exist. And if they do, somebody smart. You know what I'm saying? It's with them. I mean, it's just few and far between. It's just like, if you get lucky, you get lucky. But I'm not gonna wait all my years. You know what I'm saying? Just, I personally don't see myself being in a 25-year long relationship with one nigga. I see myself being with someone who understands, and I understand as well what it's gonna be. But the respect is there, the love is there, the boundaries or whatever, woo woo woo. But I just really don't see myself being with somebody, you know, trying to do it the way my mama did.
What if
No.
a man told you, hey, you need to lower your standards? What would you say?
That has been told to me by a female before. And if a man told me that I need to lower my standards, I would tell him that he need to bring his up a few notches and maybe we can meet. Because you know, I'm not going to it's just too many options out here for me to just, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be with somebody who got the same understanding I got. So don't
So,
nobody get hurt.
so what? So
Because I
what would
can be
I?
faithful in everything. Yeah, I can be faithful in everything, but it still need to be understanding that,
Well, let me say this: it is
yeah.
storming over here. So if my lights go out, I'm gonna switch to my other camera on my
Okay.
computer. If my lights go out, hopefully they don't go out. But man, it's storming. But anyways, so what is? So you said that a man need to bump his
Like, if a nigga
level.
think I need to lower my standards, like, why would I lower my standards? Like, he need to bring up his own, umph. Like, I
So
mean, a
what's
woman.
so if you was to build the ideal man for you, as far as his salary, his occupation, physical attributes, all that, what would it be?
Honestly, like the money part, I don't see myself being at a nigga mercy. I see myself having my own money.
But how much
That's
would
just
he
gotta
have to
happen.
make?
I mean, he would need to be able to make enough to support himself.
Oh, just to support himself and he good. That ain't a lot to ask, is it?
No, I mean, because I ain't gonna really be. I mean, shit. If I ask for some money, he gonna be able to afford it. But I really don't be asking for nothing.
But what if you need some
Because
bills paid? Do you expect him to pay some of your bills?
If I'm in a rock and a hard spot, yeah, but not just to be paying my bills, just to be paying my
What if
bills.
y'all are
No.
cohabitating?
Okay, now we cohabitating. That's different. If we cohabitating and I'm working and he working, now, I do my little candle thing. Now, if he's working and paying the bills, and I'm doing my little candle thing, then I have to pay him back.
Your your mic went out. I can't hear what you say.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, so where did I get off at?
You said if he's working and you working, and then you cut out.
Okay, so if we're both working, is no excuse. You know what I'm saying? As long as we able to, still save. As long as we're able to still
So
save.
basically, y'all gonna go 50-50 on the bills, right?
Yeah, I do that. I do
Okay.
that. Now, wait a minute. Now, like I said, I got 4 kids. If
Mm.
yeah, because you know what I'm saying, it's been some shit like that before. Like, you're not helping me tend to my kids. I'm taking care of everything for my kids. So you need to be paying a little bit more of the bills. Maybe pay all the
Oh.
rent
So if
and
he need
not
to
have.
cover down because you got to provide for the expenses of the children, so he need to cover a little bit more on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That way you can still be able to have. Okay, that's fair. And you telling me there's no man that's down for that? Like, can a man have kids as well?
Yeah, of course. I would
How
rather a
many?
man have kids because if you ain't got no kids, then that means you probably don't know how to act, you know what I'm saying, with my kids. I need somebody who know how to tap in with their fatherly, what I'm saying, instincts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want somebody who just, what I'm saying, I've dated men who didn't have kids, you know?
So what if
So,
so what if y'all cohabitating and your kids be like, oh, mama, we don't like him. Can you kick him out? Are you gonna put him out?
okay, well, I don't I I don't really deal with men that my kids don't like. So at first, if they don't like them, we see what the problem is, and you know what I'm saying. If there's a problem, then you know what I'm saying. There's a problem. Now my baby. I got one baby daddy that had a problem with two of my kids. Like he was just like jealous of them or something. What the fuck was wrong with him? But I told him my children was here before you got here, and they're gonna be here when you gone.
I know that's
I
right.
I never choose a nigga behind my kids, and they'll tell you that. Never.
But
They
what if you
got
get
my
married? What if you get married? Then who come first?
my kids.
The kids still come first.
My kids still come first. They forever. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because if you was forever, then you would have been here a long time ago and still been here. But you just popped up. It's not gonna work like that. My children gonna come first, regardless,
So
because
what
they're
if
gonna be here
what if
forever.
what if what if he's helping you take care of what if y'all cohabitating
Hmm.
and both of y'all live in a house, both of y'all got your name on the lease, and the baby father come over to get his kids and he said, hey, look, no, you can't get them today because they got school tomorrow. I got to take them to school in the morning and they can't be out all night. Do you say no, let them kids go with the father, or B, say, hey, look, it's the man of the house, it's the house rules. We got it. Which one?
I would let my children's father understand that, if you take them, then you got to be able to bring them back to school because
Okay.
like I would let that, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't, and that's one thing I ain't never had. I ain't never had a problem with none of my baby daddies fighting each other. And my baby daddies ain't never had no problem with me trying to fight on none of their baby mamas. Now, whether the bitches is jealous of me or don't like me or whatever, that's their problem. But they ain't never had no kind of problem of me coming at them about nothing, looking
Mm.
you up, none of that. It ain't never
So
no.
if one of your baby daddies was to call you tomorrow and say, if all of your baby daddies was to call you tomorrow and say, hey, look, I want to try it again, is there any one of these baby daddies that you would be willing to give another shot?
You know what? at this point, I really don't even feel like I know them enough to even answer that question. You know what I'm saying? Like, people change throughout the years. You know, when we conceive, life went on. You know, so it's just like at the point where, I mean, no, I don't, I don't know like that. Like to be jumping in a relationship with him like that. You know, I don't.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. I think we got a couple more. What would you say is the number one thing you struggle with in relationships? You specifically.
The number one thing I struggle with is I'm quick to like throw in the towel, be like fuck it, and walk out. Quick.
Oh, so you don't have any patience.
I don't got no patience. I don't deal with nothing. And I have a bad knack of playing tick for tack. You know, like sometimes, you know, like if I ain't ready to leave or whatever, I want to show a nigga like, you know, hey, I can do it too. That's what I do. You know, and then I start getting childish and everything like that. So because you kill my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat. That's just because I watched my mama take. You know, I'm telling you, I messed up.
So hold on. So you said
tit.
You said tit for tat, right?
Tit for fucking tat. Yeah.
If you kill my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat.
That's right.
So what if he smash your bestie? You gonna smash his bestie?
Now that right there, I can't. Let me tell you, revenge is different. For you know what I'm saying, like I probably would smash his bestie. Like if I didn't like his, I can't just do it to be doing it. It's gonna be somebody I like. You know, like
The bestie had to be appealing, right?
Yeah, like I ain't gonna just do it to be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
He got at least
the
look
way I do
charming.
it, but the way I do it gonna hurt him. The way I do it is gonna hurt him.
So what the way you how it gonna hurt? Hey?
Oh, the way I do it gonna hurt him.
So how would you do it?
Oh, okay, so I don't know how I was found out. You know, he was messing with my bestie, but I let him know that I messed with this nigga. Like I would. Trust me, it would be in his face. Like yeah, the way I do it gonna hurt him. See, I'm messed up because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna sit back and take nothing. I'm not gonna do it. And niggas come with bullshit. They comes with bullshit. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna sit back and take nothing.
So how is it gonna hurt?
I ain't gonna tell you, but it'll hurt. The way I do it gonna hurt him.
The way you do it gonna hurt him.
Yeah, the way I do it gonna hurt him.
But you gonna be hurt the worst because he did it to you first.
Yeah, I be hurt. But at the end of the day, Janisha gonna still be my best friend.
She's still gonna be your homie.
Look, Janisha my dog. I know she got some mental problems. The girl went through some shit too. She went through some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like these niggas is coming to kill, steal, and destroy. I'm not gonna let you fuck up my sisterhood I got with Janisha. Me and Janisha been friends since we was 6 and 8 years old. You know, like that's my dog. They don't let a nigga fuck that up.
So ain't nobody gonna tell you and your girl apart.
That's my girl.
All right, let's get to the last question. I appreciate you holding it down, sticking with me to the finish. So the last question is, what are some obstacles most women struggle with when it comes to dating?
Submitting.
What are the main challenges?
Submitting.
The men?
No. Women have problems submitting, and men have power trips. Like men don't know how to be gentle. That's why we always, in our, tough mode. That's like men don't know how to, they just don't know shit. They don't know how to tap into us to, bring out our feminine energy. They don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? They just be handling us in the kind of way we gotta, you know what I'm saying, be defensive. You know, so, you know, like, I feel like, you know, women have that issue. You know, submitting is an issue these days for women.
So you don't think that today cooking, being able to cook is an obstacle? Because a lot of women ain't really raised up on that.
Well, yeah, that is an obstacle for some women, but you know, I be cooking. You know, I've cooked all over the world, so that ain't never been no issue for me.
What about fitness? Do you think a woman may have fitness may be an obstacle for women?
I do think women feel like men should just accept them as they, you know. Some women feel like that. A lot of women want to get their body did because they understand men are visual creatures, you know. And hey, that's, you know, one of the things that probably, you know, sabotaged my mom's in a relationship. You know, like, you know, he went after young, you know what I'm saying, girls who was, you know, had the body of a goddess, you know, versus somebody who had 5 kids, who just never went to a gym at all. You know, like, yeah, I think it's some things that women can do better. I think we need to tighten up on our backstroke. I will say that. We need to tighten up on our backstroke. Yeah, you know, and that's why women going, they going to these surgeries and different things like that. But you know, some men want a natural woman who, you know, just work out a little bit and be in the gym. You know, like, not saying you got to work out 7 days a week, but at least look like you put forth a little effort. You know.
That's what's up. So what about purity? You know, you hear some guys say they want their woman to have a low body count. Is that even like something that
Well, how you gonna know if it ain't no kids involved? Like, nigga, be realistic. You know, like, you know, I got at least 4 niggas underneath my belt. I got 4 baby daddies. You know, but it's like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Is that right there is self-sabotage. You fucking up your own self. You know what I'm saying? Like, you running yourself crazy. How many bitches you done fuck back in your day unless you're a porn star? Because I wouldn't be even a porn star. That's just too many souls. You know.
So basically women shouldn't even be concerned about the body count. It's superficial, right?
I think it's superficial because, listen, back in the day, women had
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so look, I think the lightning just might have hit the damn house. Excuse my language, but we gonna have to cut. We most definitely gonna do a part 2 though. But let's go ahead and cut it. You got any last things you want to say before we shut it down? Because I'm gonna try to be safe here.
Okay, be safe. But on the next part 2, we're gonna talk about how women back in the day had multiple husbands, and it's for women that, you know, have. You gotta stop when you get through. I can keep going when I get through.
We're gonna have a conversation then.
Let's have a conversation.
All right, I appreciate you, Chrissy. Diana, I know you as Diana, but I appreciate you. We'll chop it up another time then.
All right, that's what's up. Have a good one. Be safe.
All right. 1 second. My bad, everybody. Appreciate y'all rocking with me up until this point. I hope y'all like the first interview. If you want to be interviewed, shoot me a DM. Instagram is in the description of the video. We'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. It's lightning. It's storming. I have to hurry up and get over here. I don't want nothing to happen to the equipment. Peace.